Welcome to the next installment of Dr. Plotzker's Mind. Bad combination for people like me who are retired. Higher food prices, higher gasoline prices, lower stock prices. Difficult combination for people who are at the margins. I have the very good fortune to be comfortably above the margins for the foreseeable future, but I can still tell the difference. I do the family shopping, typically one visit to ShopRite each week, one visit to Trader Joe's each week, with a limited list from what I get at Trader Joe's and a much more open range of products that I get from ShopRite. I read the ads. I download the electronic coupons. When one walks into ShopRite, the major sale items are in the corner as you turn right. I've looked at the circular in advance. I know what's there. I have a list and fill my cart. Then there's produce, which typically has a few items on sale. I should eat more produce and less starch and less processed foods. Interestingly, as the prices have accelerated, it is the processed foods that have had the most outrageous jumps. I assume their manufacturing costs have gone up, and their distribution costs have also gone up, as transportation is often disrupted. The ability to import ingredients from around the world to formulate the processed foods the way their marketing people and their scientists think will generate the most sales requires a lot of coordination that's no longer there. But even the staples are pretty high. Sugar went up. Flour, which does have to be processed, but not by all that much, has risen. I buy a fair amount of fish because it's easy to make, and I can just stick it in the freezer, pull it out in a day, and have essentially nature's fast food. That has also gone up, though not outrageously. Kosher poultry borders on the do not buy list. It's not quite there. I got a very good discount on skinless, boneless chicken breasts. I bought 4, and that will make 4 Shabbos dinners if I don't invite anybody over. So there are still some bargains to be had. I no longer buy soda. The price of soda has put it on the do not buy list, though it got there for health reasons first. I do buy seltzer. That always goes on sale, one brand or another, or is always economical at Trader Joe's, so I always have seltzer. Frozen food has gone up in price. Dairy has gone up with the exception of yogurt. And some of the cheese uh, stays on sale as well. But even there and at Trader Joe's, there is this upward gradual drift to the price. It's not all ominous. It does change the way I shop and makes me more attentive to what I'm eating. In some ways, it's a little like Kitchen Stadium or the Iron Chef, where the owner of Kitchen Stadium picks out an ingredient for everybody to make into meals. I've been doing almost the same or a slight variant. Instead of it being picked out uh, by what would be tasty and challenging, the week's ingredient is picked out by what's on sale. Uh, Interestingly, I don't need flour or sugar because I just got ripped off on flour and sugar and haven't used up what I already had. But at half price, it keeps. So I got it anyway, double wrapped it to keep it from getting infested, and will now do a little more baking. I can make bread, I can make biscuits. Um, there are all sorts of things you can do with flour. Uh, Generic Crisco went on sale. It's gotten rather expensive and doesn't keep forever. I needed to replace it. This was the time to replace it. I can make pies and crusts and various other things with it. I don't like to use it for frying because of health reasons, but mixed with oil, there are times when it can be used for that. So with that ingredient discounted, that redirects my meals. For some reason, canned salmon has maintained a stable price. Its price went up maybe 6 months ago and then plateaued at the new level. Easy to make salmon croquettes. Again, another source of fish uh, that's versatile, where I can make lots of things. Eggs are the ultimate in versatile, as they can be eaten by themselves or added to baked goods or made into quiche. So I always try to have at least a half dozen eggs in my refrigerator. So with the rise of prices, it's definitely annoying, but it may change my shopping for the better. I buy less junk. That's where the biggest increases are. My meals are more purposeful. I'm eating more fish because it can be stored and it can be made easily. Very little in the way of packaged goods. Pasta goes on sale. Easy to make a lasagna, which I would, except that the cottage cheese, which is a main ingredient, has now exceeded what I'm willing to pay. Some produce is seasonal. I bought a big bag of apples, probably more than I need, but I'm a sucker for apple walnut pie. And walnuts were on sale as well, along with sour cream, so I have everything I need. Mostly eating for the better, but at a price. A cash price and probably an electoral price for the officials who are going to be taking the blame for this. Thank you for tuning in. I look forward to having people join me for the next edition of Dr. Plotzker's Mind.